Empire writers and Fox stand by Jussie Smollett after charges are dropped. Jussie Smollett still has his employer's firm support, despite polarized public opinion. Jussie Smollett's Empire employers have released a short but firm statement of support for the actor, after Illinois state prosecutors announced Tuesday that they would drop all charges against him concerning his claims that he had been the victim of a hate crime in January. Smollett had claimed, despite Smollett's increasingly questionable details about the alleged attack, and mounting frustrations with how the state prosecution handled the case, 20th Century Fox Television said it stands by the Empire star. Jussie Smollett has always maintained his innocence, read the statement, issued by 20th Century Fox Television and Fox Entertainment, and we are gratified on his behalf that all charges against him have been dismissed. Smollett has played the role of Jamal Lyon on the show since the series' debut in 2015 and has a loyal fan following. Yet following the news of Smollett's dropped charges, the Empire writers' room also seemed to indicate its support of Smollett, with a tweet that seemed to imply that all is well with Empire going forward, or possibly that he would even be returning to the set for what will likely be the show's 6th season. See y'all Wednesday. While official statements from the show haven't been forthcoming, the official Empire writers' Twitter account has also been retweeting positive messages of support for Smollett. Empire's Smollett always stood by his initial story that he was the victim of a hate crime in January. But not long thereafter, following Tuesday's announcement, members of the public across the political spectrum directed their frustration at the Chicago Police Department, which they saw as having muddled the investigation. Chicago PD, "I'll just put this right here. Chicago PD blew a 28-3 lead. The question is who to believe, a highly skilled actor well-versed in make-believe or Chicago PD, equally skilled in fabricating stories and advancing a narrative. An impossible end. I just want to know what actually happened." But Superintendent Johnson, along with Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel, were apparently furious that the reputation of the Chicago Police Department had been called into question by the prosecutor's decision to drop the charges against Smollett. In a joint press "At the end of the day, it's Mr. Smollett who committed this hoax, period," Johnson said, while Emanuel called it a whitewash of justice. Emanuel and for his part, Smollett stated following the brief court hearing during which the charges were dropped that he wanted to thank the state of Illinois for attempting to do what is right. He also thanked, "What this all leaves us with is a mystery that has inflamed racial and political tensions across Chicago and across the country. You and a TV show whose producers seem eager to put all of this behind it and move forward."
Raindrop, drip, drop top, top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. I keep fucking on your bitch, yeah, that.